In about 1 hour, President Obama will lead a moment of silence at the White House, honoring nearly 3,000 people who died in the September 11th terror attacks.
On Monday, officials in New York and New Jersey settled a dispute that threatened to overshadow this morning's ceremony in Lower Manhattan. Jim Axelrod is at Ground Zero. Jim, good morning.
Well, good morning, Nora. 9/11 will be marked here by reading the names of all those who perished in the attacks, punctuated by 2 moments of silence at 8:46 and 9:03. Of course, the 2 moments when the planes crashed into the towers. But one important way in which many people were hoping to mark the day won't be happening. And an announcement made late last night is only raising more questions about why not.
The fountains that flow in the footprints of the Twin Towers have drawn more than 4.6 million people in the years since they've been open. But the memorial is not the only way victims of 9/11 were supposed to be honored. A museum was originally set to open in 2009. Delays pushed that back. The Port Authority promised it would be today. But still, the doors remain closed. It's been frustrating and painful for victims' families.
I get sad and frustrated, I think, because I feel this 8 acres is dedicated to our loved ones. And, you know, we have this amazing, a breathtaking memorial that needs this museum to tie it all in.
Monica Riedman's husband, Michael Eichen, was killed in the attack. She sits on the board of the foundation that runs the memorial.
It's shocking, it is. You know, I am kind of shocked by the whole thing myself, I would say.
The museum, built beneath the memorial's trees and reflecting pools, is nearly complete. The ornate entrance and main exhibition halls are ready to go. But a funding dispute between the foundation and the Port Authority, the agency in charge of construction, has left the museum unfinished and at least a year away from opening, at best. Scott Reckler is the vice chairman of the Port Authority.
It's about, do we have the money now to finish where we are, and do we have a plan in place to ensure that the museum could be sustainable financially going forward?
The annual cost of operating the memorial and museum is pegged at $60 million. That includes extra security and fountain maintenance. By comparison, Arlington National Cemetery, $45 million. 2 months ago, hundreds of victims' relatives wrote a letter to the governors of New York and New Jersey, who jointly oversee the Port Authority, calling the halted work, quote, a betrayal of those who died on 9/11. Those words seem to have resonated. Late last night, in the 11th hour, so to speak, an agreement between New York's mayor and the governors of New York and New Jersey put an end to the stalemate. In a statement, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie said, working together, we will now move this project forward with conviction, but also with proper transparency and oversight, and at no further costs to tollpayers and taxpayers. And a senior New York State official told CBS News the key to the deal was ensuring there would be no additional cost to the Port Authority or the state. But the museum was on budget and on schedule until the Port Authority halted construction, according to Joe Daniels, the president of the foundation.
There's enough money in place?
We've raised over $450 million from all people from all 50 states, big companies, individual donations. We have the money there. We are ready to go. The museum is more than 80% done already. We just got to get that last part finished.
So if the money was there, then why the holdup? Daniels says it was business as usual when it comes to projects at Ground Zero.
Why isn't it open?
Every single big accomplishment down at this site over these last 11 years, whether it's the memorial on the 10th anniversary, the deal that got the commercial towers going, the Freedom Tower, it always was preceded by lots of volatility, lots of challenges.
Most of the exhibits are ready as well. Monday, at a hotel a block over from the memorial, victims' families were invited to get a first look at the interactive displays that will serve to put faces on the names etched into the fountains.
If I tell you the story behind that, you'd go.
But for the families, moving as the exhibit is, it wasn't meant for a hotel ballroom. It's meant for Ground Zero.
I know when people come to the memorial, when I'm there, they're always like, when is that museum opening? We want to go in, we want to see, we want to learn what happened here.
You think it's going to get done soon?
It needs to get done, and I'm holding them to it.
While things will now apparently be moving forward in terms of completing and opening the museum, sources tell us there is no completion date in this agreement, meaning the likelihood is the museum won't even be open by 9/11 of next year. Charlie, Nora?
Jim, and how are the ceremonies different this year marking 9/11?
Well, I suppose, Nora, the most obvious and notable way that we'll see a difference as we move past the 10th year into the 11th and 12th and 13th, this year there will be no politicians' voices at all. The only voices you'll hear from Ground Zero today will be those loved ones of the victims who perished on 9/11.
All right, Jim Axelrod, thank you.